Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, just got off Peacock with WWE PayBack Premium Live Event. Overall, actually a pretty good show. Had some pieces we could have done without. But that's any Premium Live Event / pay-per-view. So first match, we had a steel cage match with Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Whoa. One of the best women's matches I've seen. They used the cage properly, I guess you would say. You had Trish trying to climb out. You had him doing stuff off the cage. You had at one point Trish was trying to climb out. She kind of fell back. So she went to come back in. Becky went to pull her back in, but she got her feet caught in the top of it, so she's kind of hanging down. I'm like, that was a whole dangerous spot there. The door open to let Becky out. Zoe Starks comes in, gets involved. Becky closes the door. It's kind of 2-on-1, 1-on-1 and a half, kind of for a little bit. You had some kind of different things off the top rope. You end up having a manhandle slam by Becky Lynch off the top of the cage onto Trish Stratus to get to 1, 2, 3. Then after the match, you had a little things going on between Zoe Starks and Trish Stratus. You had Trish slap her, tell her to get out of her ring. She wouldn't. Some pushing and shoving. So I don't know if that's going to lead to something or if that was just kind of more of a show. Overall, great match. These two women went out there and put on a banger of a match. I ended up giving it 4.25. Next up, we had John Cena come out, the host of WWE PayBack. Whoopie-doo. He announced himself as the special referee for the LA Knight versus The Miz. The crowd was pretty hot for both guys. It was kind of cool. But LA Knight is super over. He should have won Money in the Bank. He could have just shot his butt to the moon. WWE doesn't really think like that. But overall, this match was okay. You got the back and forth chance. You had it kind of get a little doing stuff on the outside that normally wouldn't happen with a normal referee, since it was John Cena. A special referee kind of had that little shenanigans going on the outside a little bit. Fast count, possibly. But you ended up having LA Knight pin The Miz. Ended up giving it a 3.5. Then we had the U.S. title on. We had champion Rey Mysterio taking on Austin Theory. I thought it was weird. The LWO came out with Rey, but the shirts they said PWO, so I wasn't kind of sure what was going on with that. And then, that's kind of what the match was. And the match was okay. Why they don't put the title back on Theory, I'll never know. But we had Rey Mysterio getting the victory there. And they're giving that 3.25. Next up, we had for the Unified Tag Team Champions. But if you look up the two different titles, the Raw titles and the SmackDown titles, there's two different lineages for them. Yeah, so if you look up the Blue Belt, which is the WWE SmackDown tag title, Owens and Zayn had that belt for 154 days. The Usos had it for 622 days before that. And then if you look at the Red Belt, which was the Raw tag titles, Owens and Zayn had that for 154. The Usos had it for 316. But yet they're the Unified Tag titles, so there's still a separate lineage there. Technically we have 3 world titles right now. We have the Universal title, the WWE World title, and then the WWE title. Because once Roman loses the titles, the Universal title goes away. They'll go with the lineage of the World title, which is the one that dates back all those years to the 60s. But yet the World title is new. Why? I don't understand why on that one. But any hoodles, we have the tag titles on the line here in a Pittsburgh Steel City street fight. Okay, street fights can happen good. Oh yeah, it went all over the arena. You had chairs, you had tables, you had kendo sticks. You had a kendo stick through a or you had trash can over Finn. You had candlesticks getting attacked. He ends up going through a table as well. You had all of Judgment Day getting involved. They're on the outside, kind of where the pendulum box would be for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Wow, forgot the Penguins' name for that. And then you had the Penguins, where the penalty box would be, you had Judgment Day right outside of there, kind of all celebrating because they had taken out Owens and Zayn. Owens and Zayn pop up Zayn was wearing a Sidney Crosby jersey, while Owens is wearing a Mario Lemieux jersey. They had hockey sticks they start beating the Judgment Day with. Of course, the crowd goes crazy. Of course, all bloody as his head is Kevin Owens. So apparently when he was putting the jerseys on, he's blading himself, which I'm actually so shocked that he let blood happen. The big spot was they were fighting over by the crowd. Dom was out there, Dirty Dom, piece of shit. So they put him on a table. Owens climbs up on like the second balcony, almost a balcony, not really a balcony, but climbs up in the stands and does a swanton off the railing on the Dom through the table. JD McDonough comes out and ends up, when Owens is trying to pin Damian Priest, or Zayn, JD McDonough comes out, helps Judgment Day. He's a friend of Finn, so it's like, okay, what's going on there? Then you end up having Rhea spear Owens through the barrier. I love how she can do things to the men, but they can't do it back to her because WWE doesn't allow that. But it's fine with her doing stuff. It makes no sense to me. And then you had Dirty Dom hit Zayn with the briefcase. 1, 2, 3. We have new Raw / SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day. Oh yeah, match was good. I give it 4.5. I really enjoyed it. It's one of the matches, probably one of the top 23 matches for 2023 for WWE. Yep. In January, I'll be doing the best of for the year to date. Will be the top 23 matches of the year since we are in 2023. But yeah, 4.5 stars on that. New Tag Team Champion, the Judgment Day. Next up, we had the Grayson Waller effect with Cody Rhodes. Excuse me, what? You had a SmackDown segment on a premium live event. And then we had Cody come out and talking to Grayson Waller. And then we figured out why Cody cashed in some chips. And he made a acquisition for WWE Monday Night Raw, and that acquisition was the one and only main event, Jey Uso. So Jey Uso will be a part of the Monday Night Raw roster. How do you not have him part of the Bloodline or dealing against the Bloodline? My assumption would be Roman Reigns comes out, Jimmy comes out, they start something on Raw since they're allowed on both shows, and they go from there. Then we had the sub-main, we had the WWE Women's title on the line. Champion Rhea Ripley going up against challenger Raquel Rodriguez. This match was pure crap. It was 17 minutes long, which I cannot believe it was that long. But there was just nothing to it. It was all Rhea just dominating Raquel. And Dom came out. And Raquel ended up doing a power slam on Dom, which, again, women hitting men can't hit women, whatever. Overall, the match I thought was poor. It was two and a quarter. I didn't realize it was 17 minutes long, to be honest with you. And then we had the main event, which was the WWE World Heavyweight Championship champion Seth Rollins defending against Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke's first WWE main event. That blew me away when they said that. Great match. We had this mind games between Seth and Shinsuke about Seth's back. He had to talk in the ring about my wife doesn't want me. My wife knows. My wife doesn't want me to be here. And kind of deal with what Seth was saying about his family. Shinsuke was just being Shinsuke, and they had a lot of striking, which both these guys are tier 1 strikers. But overall, it was a great match. You end up having Seth Rollins getting the victory, which you kind of figured. Apparently, I'd seen some stuff online. There was after the went off the air, we had Seth get attacked by Shinsuke, and then the crowd was chanting, "We want Priest." I don't know about that. So I'm kind of shocked they didn't actually do that, because with Judgment Day winning the tag titles, I could see them putting the world title on him, and then you have the North American title on Dom, and the only person on singles title would be Finn, and then you bring in JD McDonough and give Finn and JD the tag titles, so you have, boom, there you go. I just created your faction for you, WWE. Go for it. But overall, great show. Match tonight was a tag match. I give it 4.5. The worst match of the night was the women's world title. I give it 2.25. Other than that, WWE PayBack. Good show. The return of Jimmy Uso. And we will, Jey Uso, and we will see if we have a CM Punk site anytime soon. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports.